would say this. Example. Let me find it here. Write the equation of a line that passes through. Right. Uh-oh. See, the reason why it doesn't write through here is partially because it needs wax.
Dad, what is that point? Why are parts now?
Points of the line that passes through. Let me find 2 points here. How about 1, -3, and 4, 5? 1, -3, and 4, 5. Okay, here is the, in other words, I want to know what the equation of the line is in slope-intercept form. That's traditionally what we like to use, not really standard form. In other words, I want to know what the y equals mx plus b. I want to know what that equation would be if I have a line that passes through those 2 points. Okay, which means this. I could graph this, but this is kind of archaic and old school sort of thing. 1, -3 would be here, correct? And 4, 5 would be about here. Here's the line. Okay. I want to know what the slope-intercept equation for this line is, but I don't want to have to draw the graph to figure it out. Okay, because that's kind of like not using a calculator to find out what 7,056 times 8,022 is. It's just going to take you a lot longer. More apt to make mistakes like this, whatever.
So we're using a calculator?
No,
Yeah.
you should be able to, but you don't need to. You will next year. When you get to that easy high school stuff.
Easy.
Step number 1, ladies and gentlemen, is this. You need to find the slope. And I believe we've done this, which is the letter M. And does anybody remember how to find slope with 2 points? Did we do this before?
Make a triangle. We made a triangle.
Oh, we did? Okay, well then we no longer do that because we have a slope formula, which is this. I'm sure we did this. We did y2 minus y1
Oh yeah.
over x2 minus x1. Once we find this, you will know what the letter M is here, because that's what the slope is, it's the letter M. So doing that, let's plug our numbers in here. And again, it's best to write these down and maybe label them. Make this x1, y1, x2, y2. Doesn't matter what you call it.
M equal 8. You said it's equal M.
What's that? Well, I was gonna do it over here, and I just. So here we go. Y2 is 5. Oh, by the way, I did say you probably should put parentheses because this is where people make a huge amount of mistakes. 5 minus a -3 over, where's my x2?
4.
4 minus 1. Switch over here just a little bit. And doing the mathematical, you get 5 plus 3, which is 8 on top, over 4 minus 1, which is 3.
Yeah.
Really? That's what we had to do? There's our slope, ladies and gentlemen. Isn't that a grand, great slope? So now I know this. This goes in for my letter M right here. So now my equation looks like this. I know that y equals 8/3 x plus b. Because the letter M, the slope is that letter M there. Now I just need to figure out what this is. What is my letter B going to be? That's my, yep, that's where it crosses the y-axis. In order to do that, that's step number 2. step number 2, you just need to pick one of the original points and put the x and y values into new equation and solve for b. Just relax, Schubert. Let me explain it before you question it. Okay. In other words, this. I've got this equation, kids. I want to go back to one of my 2 original points, and it doesn't matter which one you pick. Okay. Pick one of the 2, and you know an x value and you know a y value, and you put that in for x and y there. And unfortunately, this doesn't work out evenly. I don't know why the book gives me this problem as an example, but I'm going to do it anyways just because. So, let's pick this one, and it doesn't matter which. I'm going to put 4 in for x, and I'm going to put 5 in for y. So it's going to look like this. Oh, maybe I'll write it over here. So here's my y equals, y equals 8/3 x plus b. I'm going to take this and put it in for x, which goes right there. That's my what, 4? And then I'm going to put my 5 in for y, which is right here by itself. Once I solve that, I'll know what my letter b is because it's the only letter I have left now. So it looks like this. 5 equals, what is 8/3 times 4? 32 over 3.
Yeah.
And that equals plus b. How do I get my letter b by itself right now?
Subtract.
I need to subtract my 32/3 over. And that's always easy, isn't it? How do I do 5 minus 32/3? Common denominator, which is what? 3, right? 5 over 1 is how many thirds?
15.
How do I know that? Yes. 15/3. What, children, is 15/3 minus 32/3?
Negative.
Negative 17/3.
17.
I know, I said, I don't know why the book gives you one that doesn't work out very well. And what is that, children? That's my letter B. So now I know my slope and I know my letter B, so my equation is this. Y equals 8/3 x minus 17/3. I did not write this problem, but that would be how you do it. I wish it would have worked out evenly. In other words, this, graphing this line, that line crosses at negative 17/3, which is this point down here, and it has a slope of 8/3. It goes up 8 over 3. There's no confusion, it's a piece of cake.
It's a long problem.
It was. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. I am going to do one more because I know that you're very excited about this. Here we go. We're going to do the same thing with the point 2, -3, and 7, 4. 2, -3, and 7, 4. I want the slope-intercept form of that. So let's walk through it step by step. Let's see if this one actually works out. Does it? No. Well, let me see if they give us one that actually works out. I'm here for you kids, you know that. What'd she say? I need a pencil.
What about a gamble bar?
Sure. I'm gonna make one. Just give me a pen.
Honestly.
Hold on a second.
He said pencils. Alex looks good at this.
You nervous, Alex?
Alex, are you afraid?
If it makes you feel like you're not really just kind
Okay, let's do this.
That's adorable. Oh, you guys saw it?
I've already seen it.
Okay. At volleyball, we were like dying because nobody's seen it. Half the girls in my phone.
You can almost Mary, you can see where your band-aid's
I
like
get it,
sticking
also.
to your head and where it's not because like there's
Okay,
Little skin.
let's try this. If I did this right, everybody will be happy.
What?
Negative 2, 2.
I'm tired. How's doing?
nice.
Negative 2, 2, and 1 common negative 4. We'll see if this actually works out. I may or may not have done it right. So, step by step, the first thing I would like for you to do is write the generic form. In other words, write this down. Y equals mx plus b. You are looking to find the letter m, which is the slope, and the letter b, which is the y-intercept. We're not going to draw the graph, but we're just going to do it. So step number 2 is find the slope. The letter m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And that means I put parentheses in for my y's, parentheses in for my x's. Stop me there if you're not seeing what we're doing here. We're looking for this letter right here. Plugging in my numbers, what is, I'll make this my 2's and this my 1's just because I like to do it that way. Negative 4 minus 2 over 1 minus what? Negative 2. Which gives me, believe it or not, it's like a negative 6 over 1 plus 2, which is 3. So my slope is what? Negative 2. So I just found out what my slope is. I plug that into that right there. Y equals negative 2x plus b. Now step number 3 is I have to find b by plugging in x and y values, original x and y values. Well, it's got a few steps to it. Let's, for fun, pick the first one. Let's plug these in for x and y. And I'm going to get a prettier color. Let's go orange. So here we go. Y is what in this set of points? 2. That equals a negative 2
It's more of a salmon.
times, what's the x up here?
Tangerine.
X is negative 2, right? And that's plus b. If I solve that, what is negative 2 times negative 2? 4 equals 2 plus b. If I subtract my 4, I get b to equal negative 2. So that is what I put in for my letter b. So what is my equation? My equation is y equals negative 2x minus 2. I just have to find my slope, and I just have to find my intercept.
Will the book give us ones that work out?
I don't know. Actually, I'm going to look for a little worksheet for you to do of ones that do work out, because It's so much easier when they do work out. But